Hello, good evening, friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to today's session on Set It, Get It Breakthrough Goals for 2021. So, yesterday, in my first opening episode, I told you that goals for 2021 cannot be set with the same template, the same system, the same methods that you adopted for many years. I also give you an example that if you were to plan a journey, let's say a car journey from Delhi to Bombay, and you were to uh, plan that journey, you would take at least 2 weeks to plan it. And in that planning, you would cover a lot of things like the car that I'm going to take, the modifications it requires, the money I need, the night halts I need to make, etc., etc. If you were to change your destination next year to, let's say, I want to go from Bombay to Trivandrum or I want to go from Bombay to Guwahati, I could probably use the same template with slight modifications. But what if you are told that your destination has changed and you are now to go to Leh? And when you are thinking of going to Leh, now you got a different route altogether. Absolutely a different route, a different way of doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this year, 2021, is going to be a year where the old templates were like you're going on a highway, you're used to it, year on year you were doing it, very slight modifications, and you use the same template, the same smart goals, the same, everything was same, like same framework, same structure. Now the basics will not change, but the goals have to be adapted to a new way. You have to see through the lens of 2021 lens. Okay, a different perspective. What is this perspective I'm talking about? I'm talking about that in 2021 we have hopes, we have aspirations, we have lots of new things coming up, opportunities are coming up. 2020 was a great teacher for us. It taught us a lot of good lessons. We were toughened up. We understand what to do now. And because of that very big surprise that 2020 gave us with that pandemic, where nobody in the world had imagined such a thing would happen worldwide, it shook humanity. It has shaken humanity beyond imagination. And we know that in 100 years it hasn't happened like this before. At least all of us in a lifetime did not see something like this. So, in that process, we have learned our lessons, we have toughened up, we have strengthened, and we are now capable of handling surprises. We are capable of turning a crisis into opportunities. And that's what you know. People are still struggling to survive, but there are many others who revived and then even thrived. And then we will see how are we now poised for 2021. So 2021 opens up with more hopes, with more energy, with more aspirations and all that. But there is uncertainty. The vaccine is rolling out, but we still don't know. We have lots of doubts how effective it will be, when will the masses get it, etc., etc. How will the market open up? What are the new opportunities coming up? Every day, some new app, some new product. People have been very innovative, and all that is happening. And that's what I covered yesterday. But today, I want to take you to this journey of going to Leh. We are going to talk about how we're going to cross the Rohtang Pass and things like that. We're going to cover different things. So, are you ready to be with me for another 10 to 15 minutes? And let's talk about how our goals in 2021, the breakthrough goals we are talking about, how are they going to be different? How are they going to be aligned to or focused to the peculiarities of 2021? I am taken back in my memory to the year 1987. In 1987, I was commanding a transport company in Delhi, and our ASC team, the Army Service Corps to which I belong, our team was going to be participating in the Himalayan car rally. And in the Himalayan car rally, we were fielding a team and we were fielding a gypsy. And I was very keen to participate, so I gave my name. But somehow I was not allowed to participate for whatever reasons. I was not selected. And therefore, my mind was there. I was very enthusiastic about it. I wanted to be there. And then I got an opportunity, and that is that the team was trained, and the preparation for the Himalayan car rally took place in my transport company in Delhi. Now I realized that because they were going to go into the hills, they were going to go into tough terrain, they were going to face hazardous climatic and weather conditions. We were prepared for all types of contingencies. So there was a list made what all can go wrong. Okay, so there could be rain, there could be snow. So if there's snow, do we require snow anti-skid chains or devices? Do we require fog lights, which you didn't require on a highway as much? So therefore, firstly, it was how do we equip the vehicle? The vehicle had to be modified. The vehicle had to be equipped to face a terrain which is different. Can I take a 4x2 vehicle there? No. I need a 4x4 vehicle because I'm going to go cross country. I'm going to go into very rough terrain. I'm not going on highways. I'm not even going on hilly roads. I'm going on hilly roads, tracks, kacha tracks, riverbeds, what all. How am I going to be prepared for that? So while one area of focus was the mechanical condition of the vehicle, the second one was now on planning. What are we planning in terms of? So we made contingency plans. And contingency plans were what all situations are you likely to face? What all can happen? What type of breakdowns can you have? Where are the repairing facilities? What type of repair facilities you'll have to carry with you? So we took a support vehicle, which they allow, and the sport vehicle. Now, what all spare parts would be required? What all can go wrong? So every type of contingency that could go wrong on a hilly terrain was imagined, listed out, and procured. A budget had to be made. The budget had to be approved. All that requires time and imagination. The second thing is that the crew, which is to be skilled in driving in that terrain, so you need to upskill. You may be a driver, you may have driven in any types of terrain, but hilly terrain is different. And therefore, there was a training for these people. They were sent to the mountainous terrain. They went and did some practice. They were made to drive through rigorous terrain, and they came back. Now, there was a mental conditioning required because even though you made all your plans, the environment, the nature is capable of throwing up those googlies which you're not planned for. So how are you going to take place? How are you going to take those into account? So the whole team had to work as a team and work on contingencies that how am I going to be prepared to take over situations which I have not planned for. So there was mental conditioning to be done. There was physical toughness of the driver. There was physical toughness of the vehicle, etc., etc. Now you needed another person in the car who's going to be a navigator. Because while you are going there, if you make a mistake, if you go on a wrong track, you're going to take time coming back. And though it is not a race, but you have to cover every lap in a particular time. And therefore, it is a race in its own way. You cannot be wasting time. You cannot be going on a deviated track if you want to succeed in doing that well. All these things require a lot of time. When we take so much of time to plan something like this, what happens to our journey in a year? When we are planning from 1st January 2021 to 31st January 2021, what planning have we done? We are today on the 13th of Jan. 12 days are gone. We are already in that journey. And many of us have not given any time, any effort to plan our 2021. So what's going to happen? You're going to be driven by circumstances. You are not going to be in control. You are going to be reactive. And people who succeed are not reactive people, they are proactive people. They ride the time wave. They sit in the driving seat of their car. They are not driven, they drive. Are you going to drive 2021? That's my question. So, guys, with this Himalayan car rally thing in mind, that's the difference. 2020 was a highway journey. It was as good as what you have been doing every year. You could use those templates. But when we come to 2021, remember that we are going to look at different perspectives of how goals are going to be different. Now, I have been teaching goal setting, and which I like to also emphasize on, that I have written this book called $1 Million Second, and it has been endorsed by Brian Tracy. And Brian Tracy is my goal setting guru. I've learned from him. And, you know, according to him, there are not even 10% people in the world who make goals. And out of those 10%, there are not even 2% people who have written goals. I want to ask you to ask yourself, do I have written goals for this year? And the answer is likely to be no. So get down today with a piece of pen and paper and write your goals in whatever way you can. And you want to know how to do it? Come and join me on Saturday for a goal setting masterclass where I will run through the entire procedure of how goals must be set. Now, because 2021 is a different perspective, I will also cover with you from my research from the last about 6 years that I've been doing these workshops, and I've got many students who have really done very well. And here is, this is the time limit program. There's another one on goal setting. So I will cover the goal setting on Saturday from 4:30 to 7:30. And all those who want to join in, please put in the comments below and I will provide you the link. Join me on Saturday. 3 hours of investment of your time, effort, energy, and a little bit of money would give you a way of making 2021 a great year for you. My endeavor is to make sure that all those who attend my masterclass make 2021 the best year ever. And I'll give you a guarantee on that. Thank you. So see you on Saturday. And I'm going to continue with my series of talking about various aspects of goal setting every day at 5 p.m. Don't miss this chance. Be there 5 p.m. every day on YouTube live. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for investing your 14 minutes with me today. And I can tell you, if you heard me well, and if you take cognizance of what I'm saying, and you get down to writing your goals on paper, you will thank me for it. Thank you very much and see you. Bye.